Day 88. I'm just hanging out in my tent, going through the new box I received from Darylyn. Thank you. By far the best hiker box I've ever gotten. This thing was so organized. Everything was in its own little baggies. I got, everything from, food and shampoo and safety supplies and real other safety supplies like Band-Aids and stuff. Tiny little shampoos, tiny little, like the littlest, cutest little toothpaste you've ever seen. Like it might brush my teeth twice. It's so tiny. But it was the nicest box, so well organized. Thank you very much. It really made my day because we got a 3-day outing we're supposed to be doing, and I'm in a small town, and small towns you only have the general store to go to. So I'm gonna go there, pick up some snicks and snacks, but I didn't want to have to buy my entire resupply from there. So I got all sorts of goodies. Awesome, thank you. Really appreciate that. Let's see, I'm having all sorts of issues. My mat popped on me again. Well, it's got holes in it, man. I just need to, I don't know. I'm thinking the Gorilla Glue has a spray now that like coats everything. I'm gonna try that out because it's got micro holes all over it. I've been using that pad for thousands of miles, so I'm pleased that it's worked this far. I'm just gonna try to squeeze a little more life out of it. Eventually everybody will wake up. It's, I don't know, it's probably like 6 or so, which feels late to me, but, for them that's super early. I'll go out, get a little breakfast. Buttload of hikers going to hop in the car because, we've run into a bunch of them, and we're all going to go to the same place and, start walking south. Yeah. Guess that's all I really got for now, man. I'm just slowly packing up my stuff. I had to put my fuel from one can into another. I got this one at that guy that had that weird little box up on the hill that he had tons of resupply crammed into. But he sold these ones. Oh man, this is by far the worst fuel I've ever had. When you screw on your stove, you get a little right when it's about to seat and when it unseats. But with this one, so much was coming out, it was turning my hand or my gloves, whatever, it was hitting into frost. So much gas was shooting out, I couldn't even do it in my tent. I always cook in my tent, man. But like I put it on, it gasses me out. I got to open up all the doors and whatnot and try not to die while I'm being gassed. So I switched it all into one of these. They work way better. We had a bunch of little ones, almost empty. In the van from my past few days, so I was able to refill one of theirs because I borrowed a tiny one from Red, so I was able to refill his, pay him back, and then put everything into another one. And unfortunately, I didn't do that back at the guy's place because he didn't have hot water. It's hard to change around without it, but my other can that I had didn't leak at all. I don't know what the difference between the cans are. I mean, they're made by the same companies and whatnot, but some leak more than others. And I had the leakiest can I've ever had, man. So, changed over something slightly less leaky. But I left the one that didn't leak at all at that guy's place because, I'm not carrying out an empty can with me. Well, slowly get my crap packed up and, have a little safety meeting and finally get on the way. I'm uploading really well here. I got one out last night, which is a lot. And I'm hoping to maybe, since there's another shorter one in queue, I've made a few half-hour videos. They happen here and there. But hopefully I can get another one of those up before these guys actually wake up. But yeah, internet willing. Went to go sit at this bench where I was waiting there for everybody to finish their resupply, and I realized how alive the ground is. It is just ants everywhere, so you can't enjoy yourself. But then I noticed there's like a whole army of them going up this tree. What are they going up in here for? Oh, crawling up my legs. That didn't take long. Yeah, this is like a huge ant pile. Okay, so I think we're about to cram in. Let's get going. So we've made it to the trailhead. We ran into a bunch of other hikers. Red's helping them out, giving them rides down the road to where they need to go. So we're just going to hang out and wait and then start hiking. It's the day out of town. I'm happy to make 10 miles. Oh, could possibly make more. No mosquitoes yet, which is really cool because this place is wet and green. But yeah, we're doing as you would expect. We're sitting around and drinking. Just waiting to go. Okay, we are finally off, man. We've been hanging out, running into more hikers and more hikers. And yeah, sad to admit, I've been drinking all day. I'm working on one right now. Oh, and we're only doing 6 miles today. There's a campsite 6 miles up. So we were like, ah, screw it, start early. Fuck, there's a fork in the road already? I don't see any signs. Oh yeah, because I'm not on trail yet. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, we're only going to do 6 miles. There's going to be a group of, I think, like 10 of us up there. That's cool, man. I haven't had that kind of experience on trail in a while. Being around a bunch of hikers on trails. It's different than town. It's a whole different vibe, you know. We shine out here. It is a warm and awesome day out here in Montana. I'm digging it. Everybody's mentioned how hot it is a few times. It is a bit warm. It's in the 70s. It's going to get up to like 80 degrees a couple of times this week. Fucking awesome. Half of these people came down from Glacier, so that's kind of the direction we're headed next. None of them saw any grizz out there, but they saw footprints and scat and stuff. I suspect I'm going to see the bear. Okay, right off the bat, I went the wrong way. I gotta head back. Yeah, I went the wrong way on that board. 50-50 chance, and I always freaking get it wrong, man. So what I'm thinking is I should probably just stay with the group. It seems safer that way. Because I'm already making poor decisions. Hi, everybody. I went the wrong way. Ooh, these are my first step into the bob. This is where I failed at. Well, not right here, but before the bob. Back in 2019. But here I am walking in it. Yep. It's not on the trail yet. But we're almost there. I think. It's been a minute since we've seen that. Look how clear it is. Oh, beautiful water. I wonder how cold it is. I suspect we'll find out eventually. That's some gorgeous water. I just looked above the brim of my hat for the first time in a while. There's a lot going on out here. Evidently, I'm in a huge canyon and didn't really notice it. The water is mesmerizingly clear. Like I can see every little rock in there all the way to the bottom, even in turbulence. It's like flowing glass. Is that some clear water or is that some clear water? Gotcha. Stop by this nice little water source right here. Super clean, clear water. Everything here is. As far as I've been told, we're about 4 miles from where we're camping. That's nice and close. But there's going to be a buttload of people there, and I need a huge space to set up. We'll see how this goes. I might have to carry on and find my own thing, but, you know, I don't travel too far. I'm lazy. I was expecting a short day today. Scapegoat. Last time I checked the weather, it was supposed to be sunny and hot for the next week or so. But that was like 3 days away. This is Montana. It does some weather, man. So this guy is rumbling at me. I don't know if I'm supposed to be predicting anything or not because I don't have service anymore. I was like, oh yeah, last time I checked weather, I was 3 whole days away. Maybe 60 miles or so. I'd rather not get wet today, but at least it's warm right now, so, there's that, I guess. If it's inevitable, try to enjoy it. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, damn it. Large cold drops started falling from the sky. Ooh, they're chilly. Plastic up. Lightning, thunder. Intermittent thunder. Good wet trails sloshing through.
Right? Doing what they love. Definitely worse ways to go.
Yeah, I'd rather die here than die on my way to a job I hate in traffic.
You just got some horse shit on your calf?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
No, I don't know for sure.
Taste it, you'll know.
It is possible to get stuck.
Well, I'm not invincible.
Yeah.
My shoes got heavy all of a
All of
sudden.
a sudden. It's a mud king.
And I heard
Really opened up here with the dead trees.
Well, now my shoes are real slick.
yeah, everything's weird.
My hands feel just like 2 balloons.
Oh no. Are you comfortably numb now?
Not quite. Still, oh, I almost fell. Still got a bit left. Getting
Yeah,
there.
that rain really turned this trail into weird.
Everybody's still playing the game where they're trying to keep their shoes dry. I gave up as soon as I saw that it was going to be this for a while. That's how I ended up in front. Takes too much time to slop around and avoid the big puddles. You know, there's going to be miles of them. Just eat it. Everything burned, but it's still so beautiful out here. Probably because it opened up and I'm allowed to see stuff. Sometimes burnt trees look like cool sculptures. These ones not so much. They're a little on the fresh side. It's cooler when time and erosion has taken off all the char. Ooh, slippery. Luckily we were where we were at, because if you look in there, that's all hail, man. It's been a minute, so the people ahead of us probably got nailed pretty good. There's a hound dog over there. Well, you know, we got some puddles to deal with and stuff, but we got drizzle, big fat drops. They were big fat drops, but there wasn't an army of them. Luckily, I saw them take a sharp right, because, ooh, that was a little deeper than expected. Because the trail turns sharp right here, and I probably wouldn't have noticed had I not seen them. And I can't believe that they wouldn't, like, hey, watch out, dude, 90-degree turn through some shrubs and shit, because they know I get lost all the time. It's not looking out for me, guys. I generally feel as though you have my best interests. Or your version of my best interest. Oh, this must be where everybody's camped. Look, we're doing a little river crossing to clean off all the muck. Just deep enough to be good for me, because I'm muddy up to my knees, maybe a little above. See if we can squeeze in a little bit over here. Well, that's a little chilly. But not horrible. The area is a little too green, a little too close to water, a little too filled with people. I'm going to carry on and see what I can see. I'm not planning on going too far, but there's got to be something better than that. Although I do need water, although I will probably find water rather soon. Oh yeah, it's steaming. It's gonna be a bitch to find a camp spot around here. I'm gonna go up just a little bit higher and look around, but I mean, yeah, they're not making it easy. Yeah, I don't want to head back, but I feel that's what might happen. Well, I walked up the hill pretty good, but two things. There's nowhere to camp, really. Nothing, you know, that's is level, not covered in plants or big rocks. And I have the bocce balls. That would be rude of me to deny them some bocce, judging that there's, you know, like 15 people down there. I just don't necessarily want to camp next to anybody. But there's shit going on here. So, I don't know. I'll look around down there a little bit more. I just wanted to have my own spot somewhere. I can see every little raindrop coming down in the sun. I don't know exactly where they come from. I know most of it is tree pea, but I swear some of it is sprinkles as well. Man, the Bob's got nowhere to sleep. There's just too many people over there. I need a little alone time, I think. I don't know how it's gonna work. I've never really done the tramway thing before. Everything's wet and green, man. Covered in broken trees and rocks. Yeah. And here we are again. A few of us crammed in the corner. It's semi-level, moist, but not overgrown too much. Probably the closest I've ever really slipped to like just puddles. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna go be social and cook with the people and eat and stuff. I don't necessarily want to, but I'd feel more awkward not doing it, so I'm just gonna do it. It's just a lot of people for me. This crazy motherfucker, he's always, this water hurt so bad when I was walking across it. Like, you can see it steaming. Look at that, there's steam above it. It's cold ass water. It's really shallow though. Well, it's not that shallow, but you know, it's too shallow. His butt's bumping as he's going down. But he's been drinking. You know, we all have. Good times. Go, buddy, go! Zoom and he's gone.
Oh yeah.
The hike is 6 miles back.
Even more hikers have arrived. Turns out I hike with some of these people. That girl right there in the teal. And yeah, I guess just her. Yep. Well, she remembered me. I don't quite remember, but she mentioned names that don't sound familiar to me. But I've always been horrible with that stuff. The river is straight steaming. We are all going to wake up soaked. It's going to be good times. Whether it rains or not, it's been sprinkling on and off. But whether it rains or not, we are all going to wake up wet. Oh, my bag is filthy. I'm still filtering water. You gotta have coffee in the morning, man. That's priorities. Way to start my day. We're talking about maybe doing a couple of bigger mileage days and making it in town a little earlier. But it all really depends on Lucky Strike's ankle. She's playing it off like it doesn't hurt, but I can tell by the way she's walking it hurts. You know, she's not limping, but she's favoring one side. We're set up over there, slightly away from everybody else. You can't even see my tent. It's so camouflaged, but it's there, trust me. The water is definitely a lot less clear than it was a little while ago. I have to assume it rained pretty hard upriver, or stream, or whatever somebody would consider it. I call it a river. That's a lot of water to me. Hoping the weather holds out, but you know, I see patches of blue all over the place, but that doesn't mean anything here. And the temperature is starting to drop. Really glad I packed some extra food. I'm already halfway through my second dinner and I'm still ravenous. I'm gonna poke in there and see what food I can get out of that I don't necessarily need for the future. I generally pack too much food, so it's not a big issue, but yeah, I'm getting to the point where I am hungrier than what I can carry. You know, I need like 2 meals for every meal now. Getting to that point at least, but I can't carry that. Oh, first world problems. It is a bit buggy out there, which gives me all the more reason not to hang out. There's too many people for me. As soon as pitter-patter rain came down just a little bit, excuse me, I use that as an excuse to come back and hang out in my tent. More people keep, excuse me, they've eaten 2 dinners and drank a bit. But there's just too many people, and more people seem to be keep showing up, and there's limited room over there, and I don't even want to be over in it. More than my senses can handle. I haven't seen this many hikers in quite a while. You know, I like hikers and all, but groups of people are just not my thing. So I'm going to sit in here, edit a video, get a little high, and then fall asleep before I eat all my food. I am still hungry. Yeah, hiker hunger is real. If I don't take care of it, I disappear. I don't have many options. All right. Mignana.